Studies have shown that as we increase in age, so our creativity decreases. This unfortunate fact is largely due to adults experiencing more criticism and feedback as part of being a grown-up. And so we become far more aware of our ideas and attempt to edit and refine all that we do before any external criticism finds our flaws. Whereas kids, by contrast, seem to have limitless creativity. For instance, my 6-year-old the other day informed me that she was, in fact, the Prime Minister of Play, and that her Barbie dolls had voted her in, and that the main focus of her job role was to spend time on holiday eating donuts. Case in point. But does that mean that us grown-ups should simply throw in the towel and accept the inevitable onset of brain fog? No, my friends, we shall not. We shall not give up on our quest to achieve creative greatness. We shall not allow being grown up to limit our dreams. We shall create colourful and beautiful masterpieces even though we may be parents of children. And we shall set off on this adventure of creativity by setting our alarms for 5:30 AM and repeating a series of exercises that may or may not have any impact on our creativity. Sorry, I got a little swept away in the moment there. But what I'm getting at is, like all muscle groups, we can strengthen our creativity with routine exercise. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 exercises that we can do every day that will help build our creative brain. So our brains are split into 2 hemispheres. The right side of the brain is responsible for innovation, imagination and creation, while the left side of the brain handles logic, fact and analysis. As we become more capable at a task, through repetition, we begin to rely more on our left trained hemisphere. So even when I sit down to do something creative like writing a song, which I've done countless times, my left brain takes the wheel. It's efficient, it knows the drill, it produces. The problem with this is because I'm relying on learnt behaviour, I'll still likely produce a good song like any seasoned craftsman, but it'll also likely be very similar to a lot of my other songs. My brain is essentially following a formula that gets stuff done, but there's very real risk that I won't come up with anything innovative or new. So to increase our ability to be creative, we need to engage the right side of the brain, the side that comes up with ideas on the spot and isn't hindered by logic or reason. We actually need to practice being a bit more random and less directed by rules and boundaries. There's 3 exercises that creative people use to strengthen their right brains. So stick around for 1 super quick, can be done in seconds, no equipment needed exercise. 1 that might take 5 to 10 minutes, just a notepad and pen required, and 1 that you can do in 15 to 20 minutes, but might require a little bit of prep time before you jump in. But before we get into them, if you are keen on seeing more videos on songwriting, creativity and guitar, please do consider subscribing. I would really love to see more of you here more often, and I'm adding videos to the channel weekly. And please let me know in the comments if you have any video ideas or suggestions that you'd like to see me cover. And now, let's get on with those creative exercises. Number 1, 3 random words. So this one is stupidly easy and can be done every single day with practically no time or energy commitment needed. Short on time as well as brain capacity? Well, this exercise is definitely for you. It involves generating 3 entirely random words while brushing your teeth. To be honest, the brushing your teeth bit isn't actually related. You could do this exercise anytime, anywhere, but attaching the exercise to an already existing routine habit makes it far easier to implement. So every morning when you start cleaning those chops, just say out loud or in your head 3 random words. Cricket, snowplow, mozzarella. Now this is harder than you may think. Day 1 you'll have no problem at all, as your brain will just spit out a few words from its stored vocabulary. But a few days in you may notice that you're starting to repeat some of the same words, or your left brain is stepping in and trying to assign some sort of logic to word selection. You may even say 3 perfectly random words, but then question whether they were truly random or perhaps influenced from something you'd read or watched the previous day. This is left brain thinking, and to beat it, you need to keep exercising that right side of the brain. Keep this up every day and your ability to think up ideas on the spot will start to improve. Number 2, object writing. So with object writing, the idea is to write about an object completely free flow, using as many as your 5 senses as you can engage. This works best first thing in the morning before your left brain or editor has woken up. But you can practice this whenever and should take you no longer than 10 minutes. You'll need a notepad, pen, and an object in mind. Now the object can be literally anything. You don't need to be physically holding the object, but it should be something that you know well or can picture well. Let's say coffee. Now free flow write about coffee for 5 to 10 minutes or until you've filled about a page. So this means without overthinking or attempting to edit your thoughts too much. Now there's the obvious ones. How does it smell? How does it feel? Describe the colour of the beans. But dig deeper and describe how you feel when you smell the coffee beans. Maybe it triggers a memory. Write about that. Maybe you simply associate it with starting your working day and the mundanity that triggers. Write about it. What do you do while the kettle boils? Are you impatient? Desperate? Still asleep? What's happening around you? Birds singing peacefully outside the kitchen window? Or perhaps your kids are swinging off the door frames demanding more Cocoa Pops. Don't stay loyal to the object if you don't want to. If it triggers a tangent and you take it, no worries. The idea here is to get your brain used to free-flowing ideas without logic and reason stepping in. Think of it like the random words exercise, but for the seriously advanced creatives. But anyone can do it. Number 3, upside down sketch. So the last exercise is perhaps the most time consuming and complex, but if you happen to be an artist, you might find this one quite easy. You'll need something to draw with and something to draw on, pencil, paper, and a face to draw, or more specifically a picture of a face to draw, as you'll need to be able to turn it upside down. Real people tend to dislike standing on their heads for 30 minutes. The reason we're flipping the picture upside down is because it turns the face into shapes, lines, angles, and patches of light and dark. This exercise should strip us of our conditioned perspective to look for recognizable features that make up the face. And instead we rely on the good old right side of the brain to simply record what we see without relying on logic or learnt behaviour to influence our creative decision making. Once done, flip it over and see how close you got. Yeah, well, don't judge. I mean, I was drawing it upside down and balancing around a camera tripod. And anyway, the goal isn't to create a piece of art and no one's going to see how bad at drawing you are. The goal is simply to exercise your creativity in a right brain way. And with those 3 exercises, I will leave you to go and get creatively buff. Gently tap that like button if you enjoyed this video, and perhaps I will see you in the next video.